What's up, everybody? E-Rock the Red here, back with episode 9 of Gaming News Weekly. Another week, another set of new release games. Very light week last week. We're getting into the next generation. No one wants to release a game right now. I'll tell you who did release a game. Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. Came out on October 30th for PC, PS4, Xbox One. This came out right before Halloween because this looks scary. Right now I'm playing their last game, The Man of Medan, and I'm enjoying it. This one definitely looks way creepier than that. I'm excited to get into this and check it out. I love the games that they put out. Basically, you're playing a movie. You can play with multiple people by either passing the control. You can control two different storylines at the same time. A lot of fun. I'm excited to check this one out. I know the Game Pro bros are doing a playthrough right now, and I'm thinking about checking it out, but also I don't want to be spoiled for my own playthrough, so maybe I'll watch a little bit of it. But if you're into scary movies or games that play like movies or scary games, this is all three. Definitely look into it. This week also saw the release of Chicken Police for PC, PS4, Xbox One, but I'd like to talk about Pikmin 3 for the Nintendo Switch. This came out also on October 30th, the third installment in the Pikmin trilogy now, where you control these little creatures. I've never played a Pikmin game. I've always wanted to. They just look fun. It looks like a fun time, although I suck at the management style games, and that's what this is. You control these creatures that have different abilities in order to set out and complete the tasks that you need to. This one is getting great review scores. People are saying it's the best in the series so far. So if you're at all interested, this is the one to get. All right, so this is where we normally get into news of the week. But this is unprecedented times. We got 2 new systems coming out next week. Let's look at these launch titles that are coming out. First up, let's check out the Xbox Series S, Series X launch titles coming out. First one worth mentioning, Dirt 5. This game is packed. Huge roster of cars. It's got a career mode, 4-player split screen. You're racing across all different types of terrains, 10 different global locations. There's dynamic weather, there's time of day, just a ton of different types of race cars. And on top of all that, you could create your own tracks to race on. This game has a lot. It's coming out for all the systems, including PS4, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, PC. So not an Xbox exclusive, but definitely one to check out. The next launch title for Xbox that I want to talk about is Yakuza Like a Dragon. This game looks bonkers. Like, I've played the Yakuza games before, and they're just regular games. This game is crazy. Just watch the stuff that you could do in this game. It's going all in on the JRPG. Just a ton of things you could do. Just different classes. You could play as chefs and fight with spatulas. All these different weird little game modes inside this game. Like, it looks crazy. There's like weird magic spells you could do with a phone and music scenes and this weird race car thing. Like, I have no idea what it is, but I'm so intrigued and I really want to play it. It comes out for Xbox Series S and X at launch. It also will be out for PC and PS4 the same day. PS5 won't be available until March of 2021. So definitely check it out. Look at, there's shrimp or crabs or something flying from the sky. Absolutely crazy. I can't wait to see what this one is all about. One of the few Xbox-only exclusives coming out on launch day is Gears Tactics. Now, this has been out on PC since the beginning of the year. Finally coming out for Xbox One and Xbox Series X. It is a Gears game, but with a tactics type play style. It is a prequel to the Gears series. Got your same weapons, enemies, that sort of thing. I've never been an Xbox guy, so I've never played a Gears of War. They've always intrigued me. They look fun. But this one looks entirely different. This one is more if you were into that tactics style game. So check this one out. And the fourth game I want to look at is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This game is a launch title for PS5 and Xbox Series X. It's also available on PS4, Xbox One, Google Stadia. It is the next in the Assassin's Creed series, except this time there's Vikings. So I'm excited. I've never played an Assassin's Creed game, not one. I know it's crazy. I've always wanted to. I just never knew where to start. But this might be the starting point for me. I mean, come on, Vikings? It's a huge open world adventure game. You lead raids. The combat looks phenomenal from what I've seen. It looks super violent, very intense, a lot of fun. There's so many games coming out in the next couple weeks that I'm interested in playing. This one might have to go on the back burner, but I'll definitely get to it just so that I could smash someone with an axe as a Viking. It's a dream of mine. I mean, not really, just to play it. All right, that's it for the Xbox games I want to mention. Fairly weak launch lineup, if you ask me. Really no exclusives. Not that they have ever really done a lot of exclusives. They're more into the assortment of games, and that's what we're seeing with Game Pass. They're introducing basically just a Netflix style of game on a next generation console. So you're getting that high quality gameplay graphically, but now you have a large assortment of games. It's kind of a bummer for people looking for something new to play that's different, that's original. Looks like you're going to have to wait until Halo Infinite comes out. But like I said, Game Pass has hundreds of games on it, more being added every week. So there's not a shortage of games for Xbox when you pick up the system, just not a lot of new titles that are available. There's a few free-to-play games that are exclusive. Those look really cool. But otherwise, it looks a little lacking to me. All right, let's take a look at some of the PlayStation 5 launch titles. First one up, Demon's Souls. This one I am excited for. I was a big fan of this when it was first released back in 2009 for the PlayStation 3, and I've been a fan of the Souls series of games ever since. All the games from Software. This is a remake of that game, rebuilt entirely from the ground up, fully enhanced with amazing 4K visuals, 60 frames per second. The videos of this game have blown me away. There's a 4K trailer on YouTube, and I definitely suggest checking it out. I just recently bought a 4K TV finally so I could play this game. I put that video on and I could not believe it. I can't believe where games are visually and how far they've come. So this one is definitely on my list and will be a title I'll be picking up on launch. Next up, we have Miles Morales from Insomniac Games. This is a follow-up to their big hit Spider-Man. Was a PlayStation 4 exclusive last year. Won a ton of Game of the Year awards. This one is looking to be more of the same, but instead this time you're playing as Miles Morales. So an entirely different Spider-Man character, different powers, same gameplay mechanics, which is great because that game played perfectly. The gameplay loop to that was phenomenal. The open world, but segmented, so you have different tasks that you need to finish for each world to finish each section 100%. So I'm really just hoping for more of the same with some new powers, new story, some new characters, and I believe you can't go wrong. This one comes out both for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, but all the videos I've seen of the PlayStation 5 graphics look amazing. The color is very vibrant, and the powers look ridiculous, like when he does them, the electricity. So definitely one to watch. This one has a lower price point, I believe, because it's not a full fleshed out title. I mean, you're still getting a full story. I don't know how long the story is, but for a lower price point, that's great. Again, not sure if I'll pick this one up right away because there are so many launch games that I'm interested in, but it's definitely going on the list. Next game I'm extremely excited for is Godfall. When I first saw this game being announced, I believe it was at the Game Awards, I was immediately sold on the PlayStation 5. This game looks beautiful and seems to be right up my alley. Not a ton of information is out about the game. Basically, we know it's a third-person adventure game, more of a loot-based game where you're finding new armor, new weapons, and it's a up to 3-player co-op. So it really reminds me of Destiny meets Dark Souls, basically, with the armor and the weapons that you can get. I'm really hoping that this one reviews well. I have to sell my friends on it because right now I don't want to get it if I'm the only one playing it. So if you're interested in this game and you're planning on getting it for either PC or PS5, shoot me a message. Let's play Godfall together. And the final PlayStation 5 launch title I'd like to talk about is Bugsnax. I feel like I've talked about this game every week for the past month, but it's worth talking about. It looks crazy. Look at this game. It's a talking, walking strawberry that you have to eat. I have no idea. But what I do know is this game is now free on PlayStation Plus. So if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber and you're getting a PlayStation 5, you've got this one right away. And you could start to collect and capture all your different little Bugsnax. I have no idea what the point of this game is, but I do know that you do need to find and collect all of those different Bugsnax, and you have to solve mysteries while you're doing it. This game also comes out in the PlayStation 4, but it is not a PlayStation Plus title for the PlayStation 4 version. So definitely exciting that I'll have this one to play right at launch. And speaking of games to play right at launch, we'll also have the PlayStation Plus collection. Now this is just like Game Pass, only that there's only about 20 titles currently, but they are 20 of the biggest PlayStation titles to ever been made. A lot of great games. Most of them I've played, but a few on the list that I have never had an opportunity to play. I know Uncharted 4 I never played. Days Gone. A couple games I'm looking to get back into that I never finished. Detroit. Final Fantasy 15. So I'm really excited for this package as well. Like I've said this whole time, ton of launch games. So who knows when I'll get back into these. But for people that don't have a ton of income that they could be throwing towards games, this is the way to do it. Same as Game Pass. Such a great value. And you're having games right when the system is released. So really exciting. I'm glad that both companies are embracing this streaming option. So either way you look at it, if you're an Xbox guy or a PlayStation guy, this next week is gonna be awesome. All right, as always, a Gaming News Weekly is never done without its weekly giveaway. So let's fire up the random number generator and see who wins this week. First up, Space Cat. Congratulations, 10K pips coming at you. Thanks for watching. All right, and our second winner, Trial and Error Son. Again, congratulations. Thank you so much for watching and leaving a comment about the news. You too can enter the weekly giveaway every week with Gaming News Weekly. All you got to do is leave a comment telling me what you liked in the weekly news, what you didn't like. Basically anything that references that episode of the Gaming News Weekly. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love doing this, so I'm really happy that you turn out, you watch it, you comment. In addition to that, go check out my latest video, Fruit Lab Wrestling. This is a new series I'm going to be doing with all your favorite content creators, mods, staff, the founders, partners, verifieds, everybody in the future going to be wrestling for that Fruit Lab championship. So here's a little taste. Definitely let me know what you think. All right. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Oh, but that smashes him down. Uh-oh. He's throwing him up with a huge choke slam. Oh, and down. His head almost fell off. Here comes the pin. Martin's celebrating already again.